Hi guys, it's Maaike. Today I'm back with Used on Hoard Your Stash number 19, and it's a double DIY wiper card. And here it is, so cute, with a surprise pop-ups. I left the coloring in a different video because this was already really long, and I sped it up twice my normal speed. So you will see a bit of jumping back and forth. But yeah, you can either choose to watch the coloring in the other video or this one. So, I have used watercolor paper. That's 200 grams, about 110 pounds, I think. Or that's a normal weight paper, right? And I'm using Whimsy stems, fishing dragons, and camping dragons for my scene. And then there's I think they're possums or opossums. I call it them brown. I think opossums are grey, aren't they? But yeah, I don't know. I didn't know they lived in trees, to be honest. But they don't live in the Netherlands, so they're just cute. And you don't need to add it either because it's quite full already. But yeah, after I colored it and cut it out, and yeah, you need to, use it. And I thought maybe I could fit the boat on there as well. But my logic is to keep the back panel flat, so nothing can catch. And then if you can paint it and cut it out, it's fine, but then your pop-ups might get stuck. So I'm using Tina K amalgam ink just so that it's waterproof. And this is my mock-up I made yesterday. I made this on DCP paper, which would be good for marker coloring as well. But I chose to make the card out of watercolor completely. So what you can do is stamp him on the back, you see, or her, I'm not sure what it is, the dragon in the boat on the back, and then cover it on the outside. If you get marker bleeding through the paper, you can just put some pattern paper there, or another cover up with white. So I'm measuring where it needs to be because I did all the calculations yesterday. This is normal 6 by 4 ish paper. It's a Dutch size, 10.5 centimeter by 14.85. So I thought it can fit in an envelope, but then I stuck all the burnt shell possum and the dragon on the outside, and so don't mind that. But basically you can make this system any size you want. You say you want your base to be 4 by 6, then you add 1.5 inches on one side, and then I had to remeasure it because I made it 6.5 first, but that was bigger than my card base. That don't matter, it wouldn't have fit anyway. But and then 4 inches as well, because 10.5 centimeters is a little bit more than 4 inches. So as I say, you can make it as high as you want, you can make it as wide as you want, you can make it square. Just add 1.5 inches. And my thingy in front, which is my landscape in front, I left it straight edged because I need as much room to hide my wipers as I can. And you can make your wipers shorter or longer as well, and you will see that. And I was trying here to find 7 3/8, and this is 160 grams, so 80 pound cardstock. It's just a bit thinner. You can do this with printer paper. Actually, in my mock-up I use printer paper. I think this is a little bit thicker, might be a little bit durable. But I'm cutting at 3 inches. Sorry, 3/4 inches, and then 1.5, which is not this. I need to get used to the markings on that. Now this is the mechanism, and this is the easiest way to do it. 1.5 inches. You don't need to score it, you just need to fold it. And as I say, if you want your image that pops up further into the card, you make it longer, but then the panel in front has to be higher, or your acetates need to be shorter, but then it won't pop up as far as you want. So there is really no reason to make them bigger than 1.5 inches, as I say. So here I was looking for 7/3/8. I did that on my ruler, because it's much easier. I was trying to count it. I can't make sense of it, I'm sorry. It's a metric. And then 4 inches, of course. And for the panel in front, I did 2.25 inches by 7/3/8. So 7.5 is of course much easier. And seeing it doesn't fit in the envelope anymore, it doesn't matter. As I say, you can make it any size you want, as long as you leave 1.5 inch for the mechanism. And you do that on either side. Then you score your panels. I score them before I color them. You can do it afterwards as well. I wasn't sure if it would still score well if it's wet, you know, because the paper gets a little bit mushy. I'm not sure. If you ink blend and you have these score lines already in there, they will be darker because the ink catches on the score lines. But you know, they're folded away most of the time, so I wouldn't be bothered about that either. I'm here checking. In my eye, it's not straight, and it wasn't. And that's also not really important on this card, but it just annoys me. And this one I'm checking as well, because I cut it with the same guillotine thing that I have trouble with going straight. But yeah, that's me. Now, because I made the background in watercolor paper as well, just because so it's the same color, I could have stamped my dragon on there. And I didn't, because I already stamped it. But and so you score at 3/4 inch and 1.5. So that's your extra room bit. One goes to the left, one goes to the right with the score lines. And the one that is to the right, this one, you fold forward and then backwards. And this one the other way, so backwards, forwards. Easy, you have your box. Now that was easy, right? And the hard part still now. It's not hard. It's hard to do it because it's a lot of steps. So this is where I colored them off screen with both some Ecoline for the bigger parts like here, and Zig Clean Color Real Brush pens. And now I'm doing the sentiments that are from fishing dragons. It says best fishes for best wishes, and catch you later, or see you soon, you are amazing. There's quite a few funny ones in there, and that's mostly because the dragon is fishing in the front, and my pop-ups are goldfish as well. I made them orange just so they would show up, and I'm just thinking maybe it would be fun if I'd done them in glitter, because I covered them in Nouveau Shimmer pen. Or maybe I should just die cut them from glitter paper. But yeah, next time. This, by the way, was much easier to do than the one from last week, just so you know. I made sure the catch you later especially is not on top of the fold, or where I want my dragon. And the background panel, I've sprayed fixative on all the watercolor stuff, and I'm fighting with my I should have cut this out, right? I forgot, sorry. I want to get a needle. And there's so much footage to go through that I forgot this bit, but yeah, sorry. I do it with liquid glue just because it's stronger on watercolor paper, but also I have a little bit of wiggle room to make sure it fits where I want it. And these folds need to be really sharply burnished. because it's quite a thick paper, fibrous watercolor paper, and yeah, there's a fingerprint there. Yeah, it's a shame, but it's green on the blue, but it could be algae. Let's go there. So this is my bits that is 3/4 inches and 1.5, and you just fold the flaps into a triangle. You see? And you don't need to measure because it's 3/4 inches. It's 3/4 inches. When you do it on a diagonal, it will fit on the score lines. You will see. And you need to, because I'm making a double wiper card, because one, of course, wasn't complicated enough. So, second score, let's say area, triangle, sorry, rectangle, and you put the glue on the bottom bit of that most right one. See, only on the bottom. That's why we folded it as well beforehand. I thought this was a good idea, and it worked for this, but it didn't work for my goldfish. They didn't want to stick on the acetate, but paper on paper did. Make sure you don't glue anything else together, because it is super glue. And of course here there's the same fold as on the front one, so I'm just marking where my top is, and I make sure that you see more glue on the bottom. I make sure the mechanism is as much to the top as possible, and that's why I didn't cut any waves. So I mean, he's on the lake, isn't he? Or they are on the lake. Then they wouldn't be any waves anyway. So more into that angle, and then you fold it double. And you hold it for a second because it's second glue. 1 second glue. We call that secondenlijn because it takes a second. But yeah. Now I left the acetate. I didn't measure it. I left the acetate longer than I need, because once I put it together, I can see how much will stick out. And then I cut it. And when you cut it, make sure that your image that you're gonna stick on top stays within the area of the acetate. I made my fish peek out a little bit from the acetate, and then they will show for the bottom again, because you know, you measure and then you make it longer than you measured, so that is really silly. So glue glam, just, I don't think you need, but you can't really put a weight on it. So I'm just holding it together with my extra hands and sticking my branch on. I like it because the duck is looking like, oh, we're gonna run into them. But yeah, I make them stick out because the duck is also really high, and I didn't think about my envelope at this point. See, there's my acetate. And you can do it in paper as well, especially here when there would be blue water. It doesn't really matter. So I'm marking where the edge of the box is, and I will cut it off on an angle, because they go on an angle. I don't think you really need to do it, but just make sure you stay within the area. So I die cut my fish again after I tried it with the CPA glue or the super glue. I die cut them again from same orange cardstock, but with double-sided tape on the bottom. Sorry, on the back. So that's easier because they didn't want to stick, and I couldn't hold it without gluing my fingers to the card or the fish to the card back. So don't do it on that, just use double-sided tape. And then I thought I'll put the eyes back, bit of black, and then I thought maybe people don't get the idea that you have to pull it. I have this set from Carlijn Design, is interactions, I would say, and it says pull in Dutch, and the rest is English. So yeah, I would have just done a arrow as well. It's fine, but I had this, so I thought I'd use it. And my die cut fishes, by the way, are from Joy Crafts, in case you're interested. They're little happiness fish. But there's 3 in there. 2 are skeletons and 1 is alive. And here's my wiper. So a bit of nouveau. And that's where I thought maybe glitter paper would have just been a little bit easier, but I didn't think about it when I did it. So this paper is very sturdy because it's watercolor paper, so make sure it's very well folded, but you see how that stark white would have just be weird. And that's all matching. Ha. So I will show you how it works again. And it doesn't fit in an envelope. I made him stick out. It's stupid. Don't do that. Also, he's a little bit higher, but I think that would fit actually. Here's my system. And you can't see them peeking from the bottom, but they jump up. How cute is that? Thank you for watching. I will see you again soon. Bye.